Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lawrence Report. And on tonight's broadcast, we're discussing Rebel Moon 2, The Scar Giver. And Zack Snyder is back with the second installment of Rebel Moon. Now, I must say, this isn't what I expected from Zack Snyder. But before I give my thoughts and share my analysis of this movie, let's get a quick overview about what Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver, is truly about. Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver, continues to give the epic saga of Kora and the surviving warriors as they prepare to sacrifice everything, fighting alongside the brave people of Veldt to defend a once peaceful village, a newfound homeland for those who have lost their own in a fight against the tyrannical motherworld. I'm going to start off with the bad, but I gotta admit, the first half of this movie, I was absolutely bored. I was like, when is the action gonna pick up? Okay, this is a lot of story, there's a lot of monologues. Like, when is the action gonna pick up? And it really didn't pick up literally until the second half of the movie. As you can see, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt, right? And I think that is what Zack thought that this series was going to, well, no, not series, but this movie franchise is going to be. And I don't think it's going to be on a Star Wars level. I thought that part two was, it was okay. I thought part one, in my opinion, I love part one in my opinion, but the critics absolutely wrecked part two. And I kind of forgot that this movie was even coming out. I mean, what happened to the promotion? Like, I did see maybe one or two interviews he had with some big YouTubers who had over 100,000 subscribers, but that was it. Like, what happened to the promotional campaign? I mean, he was supposed to be on Access Hollywood, Entertainment Tonight, some late night talk shows talking about this movie. I didn't see that. If it wasn't for Twitter, and me being in the loop with the entertainment world, I wouldn't have known about this right now. Let's get to my thoughts about this movie. And I gotta say, he did do better in the character development. I can give him that. But also with Zack, we know it's going to be a ton of slow motion scenes. And sometimes it's a little bit too many slow motion scenes, right? And I can't say he did go even further into the development of the story and learn the background of each and every character. So I can't give him props about that right there. So, I'm going to give you guys my rating already, but my rating for this, is basically out of 10, with 10 being the highest. I'm probably going to say 7. Just because I just feel like the first half was so long and drawn out. But now let's shift gears and get to the good part, the parts that I actually think that he did good on. So the battles, absolutely epic, right? The visuals, absolutely stunning, right? It made you feel like you was literally in another world. That's how Zack does his thing right there. I just needed maybe 2 slow motion scenes. Like I said, he did too many, I feel like, in this one right here. I just needed about 2, Zack. About 2, and I would have been okay. The fight scenes, incredible. The score, the music, the choreography of it, absolutely incredible. Love that right there. And my heart was broken whenever my girl Nemesis, she had those, I think it was like orange lightsabers type that she was wielding and bending. My heart was crushed when she died, but we knew that some people was going to be sacrificed in this, right? And also Gunner, Kora's love interest, when he died, I was like, man. But 2 of my favorite scenes, I gotta say, was when we saw the general and Kora. They was on that ship and they was sliding down, and that they had those blue sabers and they was going at it. That was crazy in itself. And my boy Jimmy came in the clutch, right? When it seemed like all hope was lost, Jimmy came through and he rescued and saved the day. So I'm a big Jimmy fan, period. Love that robot right there. He does his thing. Definitely a crowd pleaser, definitely a fan favorite to me. But like I said, for me, you know, the movie was just okay. I wanted more, but it was okay. Now I know Zack is talking about he's gonna have, I think I read the other day about 5 more movies or something like that. 5 more. Wow. Okay. Okay. I think Rebel Moon would be a great video game. This would be a great video game. I don't know about 5 movies. I think you could wrap this thing up really in about 3, because we know with the end with the princess that they, we thought that the princess was dead, right? But apparently the princess is alive, and now we're about to go into another battle. That's another part I didn't like necessarily. I thought we was already done with a battle, but now we're about to go back into another battle because the princess is apparently alive, and I did love, this right here. The breakdown of each and every character. They all shared why they thought that, they wanted to join this team and rally to stop the General Atticus. I did love how each and every character had the opportunity to basically share their thoughts. That was more of good character development, good character background that we didn't necessarily get in the first one, but we did get it in the second one. So I did love that right there. And my boy Jaimin Hansu, Titus, he was a leader, a big time leader in this episode right here. They gave him more screen time. So I was happy about that for my guy. Jaimin, one of my favorite actors right there. So he did his thing, trying to rally the troops, trying to give them some epic monologues they could follow through and, do everything they can to stop General Atticus. Now, Atticus, oh my God, this dude right here, man, he don't give up. He don't give up. So Atticus was tough as nails. The actor that played him, absolutely born to play General Atticus. He is legit. He is a top tier villain in my opinion. So yeah, that is my thoughts about Rebel Moon. It was an okay movie. I don't know. I know Zack is going to have that director's cut. We know that is coming. Nothing new. I think I read that's supposed to be more graphic and hopefully more development with the characters, but we shall see. But yeah, that is my thoughts about Rebel Moon. Feel free to share your thoughts with me below. I would love to read them, and I always comment back as well. So, as always, thank you for tuning in to The Lawrence Report.